Hi friends! Today we are going to be working on our Sunday's lesson for level 9. So what you will need is your your student notebook, which can be found in your gold or yellow folder, and a pencil or a pen. I am okay with you using a pen because if we make mistakes, that is okay. We can learn from them, and Ms. Johnson likes to see which mistakes you are making at home so that we can continue to practice them. So I'll explain how we can fix our mistakes if we're using a pen throughout the lesson. However, if you only have a pencil, that is absolutely okay. I just ask that you do not erase your mistakes so that I can see what mistakes you made. Because we believe mistakes are not bad, they are a good thing because they can help us learn. So I would like you to first write your name, the date you were working on it, and the level on the top. So Ms. Johnson will do it as well. I'm going to write Ms. Johnson. You can put the date. And then, like I said, this is level 9. So there's just a 9 there on the side. Now we are ready to begin. Now for this section, we are going to do our read sounds. So this means a letter will appear on the screen. I want you to say the sound as the letter appears. Because this is our first lesson online like this, I'm going to do it with you. And then in the future, the letter will appear and I want you to say the sound the letter makes without me telling you what sound it is. So for this lesson, I will say the sounds with you. But in the future, I'm going to challenge you to say the sounds yourself. So for this one, we'd say t, b, o, k, p, n, z, d, j. And you will notice we're going pretty quickly because the goal is to build fluency. S, v. All right, and that is it for the first section. Now we are on to our spell sound section. So this can be found on your notebook. It says 2 spell sounds. This is kind of the opposite of what we just did because I'm going to give you the sound. Ms. Johnson will say the sound, and I want you to write down what letter or letters makes that sound. So I will demonstrate on my sheet. The first sound I will give you is ah, 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 octopus. So I wrote O on the first line, which is what you should have. The next one, and I'm going to purposely make a mistake, and that's okay, is B, 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 like in bat. Now if you notice, Ms. Johnson did not make a B, I made a D. You can check that by making our word bed. Try to face you. So if I'm stretching out the word bed, I would say b-e-d. So my b is like this. So we'd have our bat, then add our ball. So I need to fix my B. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a line through it. You could do this if you made a mistake with pencil or pen. So just put a line through your mistake just like that. And right next to it, I will fix my mistake. Like I said, I need to make a bat, then add my ball. And that is a good B right there. The next one, next sound, ah, like apple. Like igloo. Sorry, I forgot to show you my paper. You should have A, then I. The next sound, g. Should have our letter G. Like in the word milk. Should have our M. Like in the word umbrella. Should have our U. Like in fish. And then the next part, this is going to be a bit of a review because we haven't done this since our school year last year, so we'll see who remembers it. I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to stop and think and then write what letter or letters make this sound. When we hear a long A at the end of a word, what letter or letters work together to make that sound? So, for example, in our word day, if I stretched it out, D-A, I hear the long A at the end. What do we use if we hear A, long A, at the end of a word? We'll give you some think time. Okay, let's see if you got it right. If you had A-Y, oops, there we go. You were correct. Awesome job. If not, that's okay. We're still reviewing and learning and practicing. So we'll add that into our memory bank, that if we hear long A at the end of a word, we are going to use AY to make that sound. So now we're on to our next section, which is called read words. All right, here is our read words. So as you can see, we have some words on the screen, and we are going to simply stretch them out so that we can read them. Now, if you are stuck on a word, do not panic. I want you to use our strategy of touch spelling or stretching it out, where we put up one finger with each sound of the word. For example, that very first word, I know you know, but if you were stuck on it, we would stretch it out by saying each individual sound the letters make. So, at, that word reads at. So I am going to read these words with you the first time just to help you see what this section looks like. But in the future, I want you to stretch out these words and say them out loud to practice your fluency, because the more we practice, the better we get and the stronger readers we become. So this one says at, then we have b, at, bat, k, at, cat. And I'm just going to keep going because we don't have to stretch them all out if you know them automatically. Mat, sat, pat, that, rat, fat, hat. All right, so that was it for this section. As we continue throughout the lessons, that part will get a little longer and a little more challenging. But since we're just starting out, we're reviewing from this previous school year, it was pretty simple. All right, so for this part, I am going to give you a word, and you are going to stretch it out and spell it, and you will actually spell it in your student notebook in the section that's called Spell Words. You guys are familiar with from how to do this from doing it in Miss Johnson's room. So we'll get started, and I'll show you on mine. The first one is pit. Go ahead, stretch out that word. P-I-T. And then write it down. P-I-T. Pit is spelled P-I-T. Our next word, and I'm going to make a mistake on this word, see if you can figure out what mistake Miss Johnson makes, is ray. Like there was a ray of sunshine. So, a. Should think of something when you hear that sound at the end. I forgot I'm making a mistake here. So, all right, so we have a, ray. Now, if you notice, Miss Johnson did make a mistake. Did you catch my mistake? If you said that A is at the end, you should realize we need something different. We need our A-Y, A. Because when we hear that long A at the end, we use A-Y. Our next word, run, N. Okay. Our next word is map, M-A-P. Our next word is may, like may I use the restroom. May. I hear that long A at the end. And we are going to do one more, and this is a sight word. I would like you to put the sight word of on your paper. Now do not stretch out this word. Remember, our sight words don't always follow our phonics rules. They are sight words because we look at them and we should know them like that. So if you don't know it, that's okay. We're going to practice it throughout the year and we will put it in what we call our memory bank. So to spell of, we spell it O-F. O-F is of. And that's all we're going to do today for that section, for that spell words in the top columns. But we are going to move to the spell words, phrases, and sentences, which is this part down here that has this horizontal line, and it is a place to write our sentence. And for this I'm going to tell you the sentence, and I want you to write the sentence down. The first sentence I want you to write is, I got a big hug. Listen one more time. I got a big hug. Now, if you already started writing, freeze. Are you listening? Good. So I want you to think about your COPs before you do anything else. So remember, our COPs are, we are checking for a capital letter. So it's C-O-P-S. I probably can't see that from that far away. There we go. C-O-P-S, so we're looking for the capital letter. The O stands for organization. Do we have finger spaces? The P stands for punctuation. Do we put our punctuation mark? And the S stands for spelling. Did we check our spelling? So now go ahead and write our sentence. I got a big hug. All right, so if you got that sentence written down, we are going to start checking our sentence now. So this means we are going to look to see if we put a capital letter, our C. We had finger spaces in between each word. That's our O for organization. So just like our room is organized by having a space for everything, our words are organized in our sentence because there is a space in between each word. The P, we are looking, did we put the punctuation mark at the end in the correct one? And then the S, we'll check our spelling. So I did make one mistake. I want you to check to see if you can find what Miss Johnson's mistake was. So I got a big hug. Let's check Miss Johnson's COPs. I did put a capital letter. I have my capital I. I have a finger space in between each word. I did forget my punctuation mark. So I have to stop and ask myself, is this a telling sentence? Am I telling you something? Is this a question sentence? Am I asking a question? Or am I exclaiming something with a lot of excitement? So I got a big hug. Technically, we could say this in two different ways. Maybe you're really, really excited about whoever gave you a hug, so you could say, I got a big hug. Or I could just be telling you, I got a big hug. So I'm going to say the sentence that I'm really, really excited about this hug that I got. So I got a big hug. What punctuation mark would I use if I'm really, really excited? I'm showing that strong feeling. I'll give you some think time. So if you said exclamation point, you are correct because that has strong feeling. However, if you had a period at the end of this, that is okay as well, because you could just be telling me without being excited about it that I got a big hug. So if you had that, go ahead and keep it. However, if you had a question mark at the end, please go ahead and change it. So after you're done checking your COPs, that is all I have for you today. I do have a story that you guys will be reading to go along with the skills we practiced this week. So that'll be in your yellow folder as well. And you guys did an awesome job. Have a great day.